FluffeeTalks.
I seriously did debate making any more videos. This is supposed to be a limited series, and it will be, whether this is the last video or there's one more. It says it in my About section of the channel, if anyone's ever read it. Yeah, I didn't really plan on doing this for a long time. Life has certainly been crazy, though. I mean, it's been norms. Like, no different than ever, right? No. But, you know what? Let's let Fox News and CNN and space travel and stuff talk for itself, because this show is about me. It's really about me, but yeah, sure. Let's talk about you. Yeah, how's Justin? How's he doing? Since moving to Arizona, I've had some adventures, for sure. I think the last time I made a video, it was just October, maybe December. I think it was October. So I went home back to Washington for 2 weeks in December. A pretty sweet lesson. 2 weeks, too long. 1 week. That's some Goldilocks shit. While I was there, I ended up hanging out with one of my friends from that I've known since 6th grade, and played some Call of Duty, which is insane because I have not played Call of Duty since I played it on my old channel, and it was on the Wii. It was called World at War. Here's a clip.
We are taking the lead.
That's what you get, motherfucker. My God. Wow. We were so young. So much hope. Ugh. It's depressing. And he introduced me to the mind-blowing effects and everything of Black Ops 7 on the PS5, and I'm like, oh, I just got a Switch 2. So naturally, I came home and bought a PS5. I don't think that did what you think that did. For the first time in my life, at 44 years old, I'm finally at the point where I have 2 next-gen consoles, a Switch 2 and a PS5. I'm one Xbox One X Series S away from full gaming-gasm. Yet, why? That one sucks. No. So yeah, I got a PS5, been playing Call of Duty. If you do have Call of Duty Black Ops 7 you want to play, add me as a friend, Uncle J Official. In the 3 views I get, it could happen. Stranger things have happened. What else? I found a scorpion in my house. Sorry. Why, Lord? Why? I lived here for 4.5 years and didn't even see a scorpion at all until 4 years in. And even then, it was on a wall outside of my place. Now I found the tiniest scorpion on the planet, about this fucking big. And boy, does that seem huge to him. Why does this seem huge to him? And the problem is, with something that tiny, shit'll kill you in 10 minutes. or in his case, disappoint you in 2. Luckily, it was one that I had already stepped on outside, probably bringing my trash in or something. But still, what the fuck? Here's a picture. You could could tell by the tile grout around it, like, that is the tiniest scorpion ever. And scorpions have 100% venom when they're born. They sting things throughout their life. So if you find a bigger scorpion, they probably stung a ton of shit. So when they sting you, it's not a big deal. So something that tiny, literally, I don't even know where the nearest place is that I could have gotten to get the anti-venom or whatever the hell. That's scary, man. I mean, in fairness, if that doesn't do us in, there's a lot of other stuff we can contract in Arizona. And trust me. May not be a quick death, but it'll get you. It'll get you real good. So yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, duh. Got to show you the coolest thing. Tat. Got a new tattoo. Tattoo is what I call it. I got the TARDIS from Doctor Who, you know. Yeah. I realized real quickly that either there is definitely a dominant, non-dominant hand thing going on where getting a large scale thing here hurts, but doesn't hurt so much. And then on a hand you don't use as much, hurts like a mother. What is? No, swears. It's right, YouTube. Okay, cool. Seemed to have hurt a lot. And I also got it done by a woman. So, pride-wise, it was just like, slowly dipped in, moved around. I'd just sit there and go, ow. But no, I actually was a legitimate pussy and just was like, why does this one hurt so bad? Put more of that stuff on it. And you're married, so, you know, I will be the biggest pussy you've ever seen. You're my new mom. So yeah, I got a new tattoo. This is supposed to eventually turn into a sleeve. We'll see. Money, hoes, and all that shit. This is okay. Now that my life has been caught up, honestly, I want to talk real with you for a minute. No one watches this garbage anyways. Go ahead, man. I ain't got none but time. Seahawks, Super Bowl, woo. Yeah. 2026 working out great for the Reds. What you bringing to the table that's less crazy? I wanted to say there is definitely something that needs to be said to the people who watch this. Obviously, you're getting older. No one new watches my show. It's literally people who watched it when they were younger and somehow find me again or something else. Or maybe if the YouTube algorithm works its weird magic it has lately, some new viewers might find something like what they used to watch and like all my videos come up. Unfortunately, it's just these videos, and these videos compared to my old ones are, what is the word for the bird? Oh, a caca. So here's what I've realized getting older. I am insanely happy I did not become Mr. Beast. I have had the time and privilege, my lords and ladies, to really kind of understand what people do with their money that they make from being YouTubers and how they distribute it into their own wealth, progress, success, and the world overall benefit. And no one will ever, in my opinion, be worth it more than Mr. Beast. Like, dude deserves 100% of everything he's gotten. He deserves to be the #1 most watched person on the planet. And yeah, awkward. Totes. No, that was awkward. Totes. Who the hell still says totes? Yeah, Jimmy's a little, he seems like he's always awkwardly smiling when he's talking to people. But some people just aren't people in person, if that makes sense. I absolutely 100% get what he's doing. Like, I work with clients. I have to have video calls with clients. I have to smile at clients and talk to clients and upsell clients and do all that. And it's awkward for me because I'm an insane introvert. Like, especially after years and years and years of working with elderly people I have nothing in common with in an office space, or working at home and just not interacting with people. It has definitely messed me up as far as my social skills and ability to talk to other people. With him, I feel like if you've watched his shit, and I've watched everything he's ever done, philanthropy, Beast 2, you name it, gaming, blah, blah, blah. Like, I've even watched Carl's stuff and Chandler's stuff. Chandler's my favorite. Just putting it, I mean, Mr. Beast is my favorite, but Chandler's my favorite. Nolan also holds a certain part with him. I can't explain it, you know? Maybe it's the inner nerd of me that exists within him. But yeah, Nolan. I mean, Carl too, but Carl's kind of gotten a little big for his britches. Oh God, how old am I? So I look at people like him who've just taken fame and money that he's gotten through his videos to extreme levels. And if all he had done was kept building his empire and making, you know, Beast games and stuff like that, I'd still respect the shit out of him for the just growth and the massive amount of demonstration he's made. But the fact that he's spending all this money doing other stuff with Mark Rober to build trees and seas and all that stuff, or wells and schools and everything else. Like, no other YouTuber is taking the time out of their life or barely getting any sleep to consistently rock it. And I can tell you 100%, knowing me, even at my most motivated, oh my God, I got fluffy viewers, I think I'm popular now. Like, I would never have gotten there. I would have never helped the world out as much as he has. So it's like, it's kind of like a laxative. Like, I could finally just let it go. That is a freaking weird analogy, man. I mean, it's not inaccurate, but ugh. It also, you know, pays my heart a little tribute to know that FluffeeTalks, SXEPhil, even later people like Shay Carl, or people during my reign like Fred, Lucas, Cruikshank, or whatever, are still trying. I mean, they're nowhere near Beast level, but they're still doing it, and I respect them. You know what I mean? Like, I never made a penny from YouTube. And I honestly can't even imagine seeing all these different directions people have gone and what they've done with their money, if my life would be any better now had I started to make money from YouTube or whatever. I honestly don't. I think, you know, obviously I'm a very family oriented person. I would have tried to make my sister and sons' lives better, and I would have focused on making my life better around them or whatever else for a while doing it. But I still don't think I would have ever helped the world out. And so it makes me glad that I was never anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird thing to say, especially as someone who at 44 years old is still taking time out of his day to make this video that maybe 3 people will see. But I don't care, because I know that at the end of the day, it's more about kind of a video expression. Speak your truth. No? Oh, sorry. Speak it. Word. Seriously? Yeah. Right? Me personally, you know, I'm older now. I don't watch a lot, but I do watch every Mr. Beast video, every one of Carl's gaming videos. I do watch How Ridiculous, because Australians are amazing, and they've been really helpful mentally for me, just watching them mess things up and getting to know the 3 of them as much as you do through video. And then Wild Wonderful Off Grid, this couple with 3 younger kids, although they've been getting older, just building their own house in West Virginia. That is kind of like an HGTV old person kind of thing that I enjoy. But the fact that I know they don't, I don't think they have editors, and they're running multiple things at the same time. Just watching them build their home and living on a farm, I kind of feel for them. Like, I can see them putting the cameras in different places and then going and doing stuff. So everything they're doing to build their home takes twice as long, because they want to get the footage so they can afford to keep building because people are viewing, like that whole mess. And then my newest obsession, which is kind of just really digging hard, is the Real Civil Engineer. It's like a British guy who just plays demo games and stuff, and they're usually dumb, but he's got just this awesome format. And he's only been around for about 5 years, but like, he'll just play like a clicker demo. And I love the memes he uses consistently, and just the things he says, like, oh, that's lovely. You know, and then he'll do the lovely jubbly. Like, I don't know. It feels a lot like me when I was starting off trying to use Lee. Bitch, you never used me in your life. I used you. I used you. You. But I wanted to stop by, say what's up. Yeah, the world's on fire. You know, America's garbage. Everything costs just insane amounts of money. And you gotta just kind of take yourself away from that drama and focus on other things like, yeah, gas is expensive, but there's a fucking scorpion in my house. Now I have to wear my house slippers everywhere. I'm afraid to step on one. And, you know, just respect YouTubers and what they do. Don't hate. I spent so much of my life hating. And now I just have fucking tons of respect. Insanely for Jimmy. Can I call you that? Or is it Mr. Beast if you're nasty? No, that's weird. Okay. So, yeah, 2026. It's not what I hoped. I mean, but it could. I'm still alive. And after losing the Dawson, I'll take whatever I can get. Oh, this just in. So for a weird, and this just in. impressions. There was a very early episode of my show where I tried to do impersonations of the popular YouTubers. It was terrible, god awful, and one of the reasons why I'm glad 440 episodes are just non-existent online anymore. But I tried to be like SXEPhil and stuff, and it was dumb. Of course, back then all videos were dumb. But impressions. So I guess it's story time. Oh Jesus, do we just have to kill this much time to make like the standard algorithm? Okay, fine. That's good. All right. Whatever. I could nap. I nap all the time. I'm tired. I'm dog tired, boss. Ooh. Now that's an old school reference, but you get what I mean. When I was young, the first impression I thought I could do was Donald Duck. I mean, I was like 8, so it was like 1989. Donald Duck had never actually said a word, except I think, oh boy, which is how I got this. But I would sit there and practice and go, and just try to like use my big puffy cheeks, because even now I still have them, but as a kid I had chubby cheeks, and they always pinched them and all that. And so I'd be like, I'd just keep trying to make this sound. And eventually I got to the point where I could do it. I can't really do it anymore, but it went something along the lines of, or was that him covering up the shirt he just did? We'll be right back. Following the Deadpool rule, it's a good thing this couch is brown. I mean, I probably did other impressions when I was younger. I can't really remember any that stood out, either as being good or even accepted, but I think the next best one I did was Professor Frink from The Simpsons. I had kind of a high-pitched voice for a kid, aka balls hadn't dropped yet. And I memorized this thing, I don't even remember which season it was from, but he's talking about robots and stuff, and he said something like, elementary chaos theory tells us that all robots will eventually run amok, and an orgy of the blood with the kicking and the biting, with the metal teeth and the hurting and shoving. So it was like that, but better. Yeah, it was actually pretty good still. Post ball drop. So those were like my concrete ones, I think. But I realized a couple years ago that I have several more. Mainly Justin, Lee, and the Inner Nerd. All three of them are impressions of a younger me. What? Okay. Okay. So, in honesty, if we're gonna be real, cards on the table. Actually, I don't like that. Nope. I'm holding them. I'm not folding them. Right, Kenny? I've smoked since I was 11 years old. Pretty much consistently. Pack a day. For quite a few years, half a pack a day. And then in the Army, there was like a 14-week stout where I didn't smoke at all. Then I screwed that up. And a couple other times I tried to quit for like a month or whatever. But ultimately, for 33 years, I've been a smoker. And not like a light smoker like Marlboro Red 100s or Marlboro Reds, like cowboy killers. Sadly, this voice that I'm doing right now, that I've done in my videos, is just an impression. Because the reality is that if I talk the way that I normally talk without all the inflections and the hyped up momentum and everything else, my voice does get lower and ultimately a bit raspier, and I don't like it. To me, this more than the white in my beard or anything else is what shows how old I am. Like, I can speak and hear it in my own ears. How, no, you definitely sound like you're going, on just some thick old cow. I don't like it. Now, luckily, I can still maintain the, hey, everyone. Like, it's not terribly different, but it is different. And I have to actively remember to do it. I have to edit parts out where I dip down into this range. And it sucks. And I don't love it. But I'm also a lot more accepting of where I am now. Like, I did this to myself. I'm not a fool. And in some ways, it's led to better things, because while there was elementary chaos that I go through the nose on and my high-pitched voice for Professor Frink, there's also like a lower one that I learned honestly from Eminem. In his earlier albums, he always had King Kniff. And there was this King Kniff kind of thing going on. And he's like, guess who's back? Back again. You know, and it's like, it's not even a far stretch for me. Hey, you like that? You know, still inflection, definitely needed. I think most impressions need certain inflections to sound realistic, but then it was like, guess who's back? Back again. And it just started branching into different things. And so we get this. Ladies back. Tell a friend. Hello, Sydney. Hello, Sydney. Hello, Sydney. And you get scream. And then you can kind of dial it up in different ways. Like, hello, Sydney. To, I have a particular set of skills. It's a little me, but a little Liam Neeson. Then it's dropping it down to, I have a particular set of skills. So it's more about gaining an accent, but then it's also a little bit of deepening and moving it to, my name is Optimus Prime. Prime. Like, I don't know. I just sit around and fuck around. So I'm sitting there playing Call of Duty, Black Ops 7 with my buddy in Washington. And I'm sitting there and I'm playing around. And he said, God damn it. And I was like, God damn it, Bobby. And I was like, oh, that actually wasn't too bad either. Maybe I could do a Hank Hill, but it's probably just that. And kind of like, hello, Sydney, you know, or my name is Optimus Prime. It's all kind of words or whatever. And then I died by this guy named Miriam's uncle. And I just went, Miriam, the redheaded Jewish guy from Family Guy. It's fun. I like making voices out of bad situations. So that's kind of your after the actor's studio of, oh, and this just in. Just a little bit for you on the side. Subscribe.
Don't forget to hit that bell, yo.
A little, hello, Sydney Sweeney. Yum. No, but yum. Yum. Hello, Sydney. Oh, yum. Sorry, Sydney. Sweeney. I still want to marry you someday.